on strike, ain't got me a check. Oh, ha, ha, Jerry was so mad. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? S-T-D, ooh, touchdown, had to let you go. Over leverage with compliance and shame. Touch yourself, cause you got no game. And say, why are you so mad? Oh, ha, ha, Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? Touchdown, had to let you go. Over leverage with compliance and shame. Touch yourself, cause you got no game. Then say, why are you so mad? Oh, 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 ha, oh, Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? S-T-D, ooh, touchdown, had to let you go. Over leverage with compliance and shame. Touch yourself, cause you got no game. And say, why are you so mad? Oh, ha, ha, Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry? Jerry, why so mad? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, just really plain sad. Jerry, are you okay? Are you okay, Jerry?
Living life on the open road, ain't got no home, just a van for mine. Long beard hanging down, taking AMC, it's all about the line. No ties, no suit and tie, just dark circles round these tired eyes. Sipping coffee, crunching numbers, technically analyzing. Windows roll down, the wind in my head, I embrace the brick and grind. There's my castle, roots my kingdom, no place else I wanna be. MC ticker, keys on rolling, stock charts and patterns unfolding. Fear and greed, bulls and bears, it's a wild ride, I'm all in stride. Oh, ticker in my sights, AMC's my fight. Bed, living, crunching numbers all night, yeah. Fan of the beer, tinker analyst, chasing dreams in the moonlight. No fancy office, just the open road. This is my life, alright.
Good evening, you filthy apes. Welcome to AMC with KC, where we buy, we hold, and we screw those hedgies. Screw them! That's right. This is where we like to fling poo and eat crowns for dinner. Rock strong. Good evening, guys. Good to see you again. Decided to brine my turkey after work, so I ate some quick dinner, ran out to the store, grabbed a few ingredients, and got Got my brine going right now. I'm waiting for it to cool down. I thought maybe I should do the live stream real quick here, and we can go over these numbers. In regards to price predictions, nobody hit today. We had, let's see, who was the closest? We had, I guess it was really Apex that was the closest. He had 469. He was only off by about 11 pennies. So not bad. Actually, no, Nana was closer than that. She was off by 8 pennies, so not bad. Nana was the closest by 8 pennies. But nobody got any extra bonus points for today. So we'll just, when I take you guys over to the other screen here, we'll add up some points. The title for the day today, day-over-day volume falling means we see a temporary cooldown. Volume fell, but so did price today. We closed 1.23% lower than what we were the day before, which means that we have falling volume and falling price, which usually is bullish. That's at least as far as indicators go in terms of trending volume and price analysis. But as I'm looking at the screen right here, I'm kind of just seeing like a little bit of cool off somewhere between 478 and that 501 top that we reached for the day today. So a little bit of cool off. We may see price drop a little bit below this. I think I don't remember what the exact number was that I gave you yesterday. I think I said 474 is what we needed to maintain or better. I think that was the number that I said, or 470. It was somewhere around that range, and we maintained that at least. So that's good. We'll take a look at Ichimoto here in just a little bit. Let me just see if you guys are writing anything important in here, because if not, Controls guy says, happy pre-Thanksgiving, everybody. Yes, I will be smoking a turkey tomorrow night for the next day. UPS delivery guy says, Casey brines his turkey, Yucca chokes his chicken. Okay. It's true. It's true. I think it's true. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I know half of it's true. I would imagine the other half's true too. So yeah, let's do this. I'm going to take you guys over to the other screen. I'm not going to be able to see what it is you guys are saying, so hold those personal thoughts, comments, questions, or concerns until you see the big tramp back up on the screen again. Let's get into this. First off, we're going to add in the points for the week. Why is it... Today was Tuesday. We should all be at 2 points. I don't know why I had the numbers at what I had them at. Right? Isn't today Tuesday? Yeah, today was Tuesday. So I guess maybe either I just added in the points yesterday or I don't know what I did. But before I do that, somebody mentioned the fact that I had not put on my glasses yesterday throughout the entire video. And I actually went to work without my glasses today. Struggled looking at like tons of little tiny numbers all over the place. I was like, dang it. I think I was trying to give my nose and my ears a rest. So let me spray off my glasses here, get these glasses on. Oh my gosh, that forehead. Look at that receding hairline, guys. Isn't that terrible? It's terrible. This is why I wear hats. Gotta wear hats. Makes everything look so much better. JW says breasts are for winners. That's right. That's what I do. 2 of them. 2 breasts. Because why have 1 when you can have 2? So I'm brining 2 breastises. All right. They're going to be super juicy too. Promise. Yes. Nice. Here we go. All right, let's do some numbers here. Ooh, I got those eyebrows going too. Here we go. Let's take a look at short exempt volume. What do we have for short exempt volume today? We had, remember, volume today was a little bit lower than it was the day before, but yet we had 248.1 thousand shares in short exempt volume. That is a massive number. It's not over 300,000. 300,000 is the magic number I'm looking for. So 248 is pretty big, though. That is a big number. Let's see here. Today, the price closed down 1.23%. And utilization went from 23.67% to 23.75%. So a little bit higher. Which is going to mean that there was probably some borrowed shares. Let's see what else we got going on here. Max Payne. Max pain yesterday for this for today and the next 2 weeks going out was 450. Let's see what it is now. I would imagine it's still 450. Oh, no data returned for ticker AMC. Well, that's lovely. Looks like we're not getting any data for AMC today. Well, let's check GME and see if it's an AMC and GME thing. Oh, GME's giving data. Okay. Well, we got data for GME. $25 is max pain for the week, and they closed at 30.33, so big difference. Next week, max pain is at $25, and the week after, max pain is at $25. So we've been seeing max pain rising on all of those, but they're still $5 higher than that, which is pretty massive. Let me go back over to AMC here and see if I can't get something to pop up here. Let's see. Max pain. Nope, no data returned for ticker AMC. All right, well, we're not going to get it from MaximumPain.com. Maybe if somebody else can dig up that number from someplace else, that's fine. We can get it. Moving on. Institutional shares and what exchanges they went through for the day today. Highest amount of volume is always going to be off exchange for AMC until it's not. 65.77% of our volume went through off exchange. EDGX was at 7.42. Combined between the two of those, it was 73.19%, or dang near 10%. It was 9.19% of our volume went through those exchanges. There was some massive price discovery lost to volume going through those exchanges. LTSE was a massive 295,000 shares. That is a huge number going through LTSE. CHX volume was only 4,148 shares, but man, there's tons of shares going through LTSE. On GME, exchange traded volume through LTSE was 170,000 shares, CHX at 6.7 thousand. LTSE is just seeing so much volume compared to what it has had in the past. Taking a look at borrow fees and shares available to be borrowed and how much was borrowed since 2045 yesterday. Let's see what we had here. Since 2045 yesterday on AMC, there was approximately $600,000 shares borrowed through IBKR. There's 2.4 million available. Fees are at 0.61 and a rebate of 3.97. Taking a look at GME. Since 2045 yesterday, let's see how many shares were borrowed. $400,000. There's 1.4 million available. Fees are 0.32 and a rebate of 4.26. Let's see. Institutional shares ownership. Let's see what we got going on with that one. Institutional ownership yesterday on AMC was 143.333 million. Today it's being reported at it didn't load. Such a letdown. Hold on a second. AMC institutional ownership is being reported at 156.3. So pretty big jump there. Over 10 million shares. 156.3 from 143.3. That's a big number. Taking a look at institutional. By the way, we are at 41.6% according to Fintel. We're at 41.6% ownership by institutions. I've kind of mentioned in the past, you guys, that I felt the sweet spot was somewhere between 40 and 60%. So we're in that sweet zone now. GME ownership yesterday was at 144.9 million shares. That is now showing up at 146.6 million. So just a little bit up, about 2 million shares or so, a little less than 2 million. They are approximately at, how many shares is that? This is saying 41.62% ownership on this one as well. So really, really close to same amount of institutional shares owned by both AMC and GME. Moving on, of course, I did not remember to log into my account. So give me just a second. I'm going to take you guys over to the other screen here. I'm going to log into my account real quick. If you guys don't have two-factor authentication set up on your account, you might want to set that up. That could potentially stop somebody from getting into your account that shouldn't be there. When you do sign up for that, if your broker allows you to put in a secondary device to be able to receive that access code, you might want to set that up as well, as you never know when something's going to happen to your primary device. Let's see. I'm going to move a couple screens around and we will take a look at the rest of the data. Oops, I don't need that one. This one. This one. All right, and we'll take a look at options next. Starting with AMC. The highest amount of call volume yesterday on AMC was at a strike price of $5 with 25.8 thousand contracts in volume. Today, that came in at $5 still, and it went from 25.8 thousand contracts to 40.7, so big jump there on that number. And then the puts, the highest amount of volume in open interest yesterday was at 4.5. That's still the same strike price, and it went from 5.8 thousand contracts to 7.1. So the market's still suggesting a closing price of something between 450 and 5 by the end of the week. The highest amount of volume in calls today was at a $5 strike with 38.2 thousand contracts in total. Let me actually just write that down real quick here, just to document. 38.2. And then the highest amount of put volume today was at 4.5, and we had approximately 4.3 thousand contracts in volume. Taking a look at the next 2 weeks out, there was some significant amount of volume at 5 on calls for next week, and puts at 4.5. Highest amount of call volume for 2 weeks out from now looks like it was at 5 for the strike, and puts was at 4.5. So nothing really different in the strike prices and where the highest amounts of volume were at. Taking a look at GME. Yesterday we saw the highest amount of call volume was at $30 strike, and the highest amount of puts volume, I mean, the highest really is kind of like way up here, at like 25. But the closest price, open interest price, was at 27. So like 27 to 30 was kind of the range. Let's give that a refresh and see what it looks like today. I bet it's going to look way different. And before we look at anything else, we're going to scroll up just a tad bit so I can document what the data was up top. Highest amount of call volume in open interest is still at 30. Those are in the money now. We had 33,000 contracts in volume at 30, which was the largest amount. And the highest amount of put volume in open interest was still really kind of at 27. Highest amount of volume in puts closest to where price is trading at was at around 29. So the market was suggesting like a 29 to 30 close today, and it closed above 30, which is amazing. Especially with max pain being way back here at 25s. Way back there. Kind of crazy. We'll scroll down here and take a look at the next 2 weeks. Lots of volume at 30. Puts lots of volume at 30. And then the week after, lots of call volume at 30, and put volume was actually way further down, more closer to 25. And there we go. Taking a look at Ortex. Yeah, I have to refresh this. Ortex is suggesting that there was approximately 565,000 shares borrowed today on AMC. Let me write that down. see that utilization driving upwards. Very little. There it is, driving from 23.67 to 23.75. So a really small kind of move there. On loan amount, as a result, was still going down though. Utilization went up, but on loan amount went down from 42.16 million shares to 41.19. Then the on loan average age, estimated short share interest of the free float will drop with shares being returned, and that dropped from 13.67 to 13.63. The on loan average age per day, depending on how old those loans were, I don't think there's going to be too many older positions that they can close. It's going to cause this to come down, but if they did, it would have been really old positions. Apparently not, because it was still going up. It went from 55.99 to 57.69. Security lending volume day over day did increase from 1.59 million shares to 3.5. Taking a look at GameStop, borrowed change. There was 129,000 shares borrowed today. See what that looks like. The estimated, actually, I didn't say this on AMC, but AMC's estimated short share interest of the free float's at 13.88. Cost borrow mins at 0.54. Average was 1.04. And max was 4.73. A little bit of a jump on that max there. GME's at 7.43% short share interest of the free float. Cost borrow mins at 0.42. Average 0.58. And max is at 3.96. Let's take a look at what these numbers look like here for GME. Utilization day over day dropping from 24.03 to 23.5%. On loan amount went up today from 38.47 million shares to 38.9. That's going to increase the estimated short share interest of the free float from 8.16 to 8.18. And the on loan average age per day did come down a little bit due to those newly loaned shares. Went from 65.64 average days to 65.18. Security lending volume slightly rising day over day from 3.95 million shares to 4.27. Orders by Fidelity customers. AMC and GME are the only two I'm looking for on this list. GME made it on the list here, but more selling today than buying going on. 41.75% buying to 58.25% selling, and this is based off of orders. I don't like these numbers, but whenever you do see price going up, there's usually at least a 2 to 3 day period of time where short-term investors are selling the run and trying to take profit, and that's okay. And that's what this is showing right here. AMC is not on the list. MMRI. We did not see VIX go up like I thought it would today. MMRI went from 285 yesterday, 285.19 to 285.36. The risk factor did slightly increase day over day. Very, very slightly. The inverted, what was very temporarily inverted 2-year, 10-year bond yield normalized once again and now has a spread, a little bit of a spread in between there. It was 0.014 yesterday when we talked, and it is now currently at 0.052. VIX. Initially today it came down, and then it started stabilizing right around like 12:20 Eastern Standard Time. Very, very interesting. All things considered, we were looking at VIX futures suggesting that should be in the 15 range, and it's still saying 15.28 on the futures, which is 1.1 higher than where it's at right now. That's actually very, very kind of interesting. That means the futures are suggesting that there's going to be a jump on the VIX here, and when that does happen, we should see a pretty big decrease or decline in price in the market as a whole. VIX, like I said, 15.28 on the futures. We have Nikkei down 0.44, Hang Seng up 0.66, and the Nifty 50 is down 0.03. The markets in the aftermarket hour trading right now are mainly showing up marginally. And the only things that are down right now are like things like the NASDAQ 100, which are very marginally down. Sectors. Actually, let's look at this real quick here first. There was 3,852 decliners to 2,442 advancers. The market was more declining today than advancing, even though even though the SPY finished up today and finished at 600.65 and saw an all-time, I believe that's an all-time new high. Yep, 601.33 was an all-time 52-week high and all-time high ever. So it's kind of interesting to see that we had more, again, what's really driving this market is just a couple of stocks, and that's it. Everything else is not necessarily doing is all hunky-dory. Sectors today, there were only 2 sectors that were down, and they were energy and materials. Every other sector was green. The Mag 7 today, only one was red, and that was Tesla. Those are the ones that are driving the market. Banks today, mainly I see more red on here than I see green. Yep. Gold up 0.22 as of right now. Looks like it was kind of following along with perhaps maybe AMC's price a little bit here. Saw a little bit of a trend down. When did this start here? I've got this on a 5-minute time interval, 11:20 from 11:24. So it's been consolidating ever since about 11:25 at noonish, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let me go back to a 1-minute time interval. You can see on a 1-minute time interval, gold appears to be trending up, but on a 5-minute time interval, it's it is trending up, but it's also within a range of consolidation as well. So silver up 0.24. And again, looking or appearing to be trending up even on the 5-minute time interval. Ethereum Classic is down 3.73%. On a 30-minute time interval, this looks like it's still trending up here in general. US dollar was down 0.14 today and found a bottom. It looked like it was going to retest 106 before perhaps maybe bouncing off and trending back up again. There's a level of support there. Oil was down 3.54%. That usually means the market's going to be down. The market did not follow oil today. Oil found a bottom at around 1 o'clock, 1:30-ish. Started to trade sideways, and then in the aftermarket hours started trending upwards. Mortgage-backed securities were down anywhere from 0.14 to 0.28. Most of the downwards momentum movement was at market open right up until about 11 o'clock, 10:30-ish, and then a very slow rise for the rest of the day. And then there's the SPY. Looked like it was just pretty much for the most part on a tear upwards with some, consistent interval downward trends that continue to follow the trend upwards though. Let's see, moving on, we have VIX. Let's take a look at VIX and see where we're at on that. Here's our VIX numbers here on a 1-minute time interval. I'm going to move out to a 30. This is where I've got my box drawn. I think we're going to see VIX rising to meet this box at some point, and I think we're going to see a breakout above 20, somewhere in the frame of 12.4 to 12.10. I think when that happens, I think that AMC and GME's prices should start moving up, and we'll see the market moving down. IWM was down 0.73% for the day today, and most of it was in the pre-market morning hours. Actually, aftermarket yesterday. IWN, the same, pretty much consolidated most of the day today, down 0.88. Tesla was down 0.11 today. Started out on a good trend for the most part, and then around 1 o'clock just started tanking. But it didn't finish too far off from where it closed yesterday. Amazon up 0.1. Started out the gates on a strong trend up. Consolidated once it hit somewhere around like 10:30ish, and then at around 12:30 started just trending slowly upwards as the day continued on. Cinemark was down 1.23%. Had a big run at market open and found a top right around 11:20ish, and then started trending down for the rest of the day. Doge down 4.46%. There's nothing here. This is on a 1 minute chart right now. On a 1 minute, it looks like it's trending up. 5 minute is trending upwards. On a 30-minute time interval, you can see that this has not broken any kind of trend down overall on a much larger time scale. In fact, I would, if I were going to draw something in here, I would probably draw a level of resistance about here in order to break this, in order to break up back up into a solid trend up. We would need to see this line get broken at some point or another. But the current trend is upwards. Bitcoin is currently down 1.7%, probably the same thing on this one. Actually, this is even more so. Yesterday, I mentioned to you guys that we needed to see a significant period of time of some consolidation. It was about 48 hours, I believe, in order for me to feel like this was going to turn into what I thought was maybe a head and shoulders. It still really kind of could turn into that. Some of this time right here, the best, whenever you're looking at head and shoulders, it's best to look to see when the head's going to complete. Take a trend line from the head, see what that time period is, or the time span for that consolidation period, which in this particular case is 103 bars, and see if there's not like a spot prior to the run up leading into it that's about 103 bars long. Maybe something like this here. And you could call this just kind of a range in here. So, and if that's the case, then what we can do is we can say, okay, well, if this was the leading shoulder of the head and shoulders here pattern that we're seeing, then we need to measure the distance between those two periods of time to find out how long this time, or how long we will see this trend down leading into the next shoulder. And so this is where we would draw our next 103-minute long, or 103 bar, I'm on a 1 hour time interval, 103 hour long other shoulder. So just notice that it's not, the consolidation right now that's happening is higher than this side over here. I don't feel like there's a rule that says that it has to be lower than, but I think in general I like to see it a little bit lower. It could still be a head and shoulders, guys. I know I was counting more of a period of time over here where I was counting this as part of the shoulder. I think I'm still willing to see this as a possible head and shoulders type situation. If that's the case, and we see a massive breakdown in Bitcoin price at around 1,700 on 11/30, which would be Saturday afternoon, when everybody's watching college football, if Bitcoin starts just absolutely getting trashed and it falls back down to, I don't know, 77K a coin or thereabouts, maybe even let's just say 80K a coin, 80 to 85, anywhere in that range, then this was most definitely a head and shoulder pattern that was forming. So we'll watch for that. We'll continue to watch and see. And if this does fall off, I think that we could see a very, very strong momentum move after that period of time. And this is where I was talking about the 5th is kind of that time frame where I'm looking at potential buying pressure coming in on, or actually before the 5th, because I think the 5th is a target date, which means that the buying pressure is going to come the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th of December, leading into the target date for the 5th. So that actually kind of, all this is all falling very nicely into place for the idea that we could see a very strong fall off on Bitcoin, like another 10K falling off of Bitcoin within the next, how many days is that from now? Within the next 4 days from now. So we'll watch for that. On GME, what a move right here. Boy, I bet there were some happy $30 call option holders right around 9:52 this morning. I bet they were seeing money bags. And price continued to trend upwards and saw a top at 32.12. Then right around 1400 or 2 o'clock, the price started trending back down again and closed out up 2.22% for the day today at 30.33. In the aftermarket hours, price did continue to trend down very slightly. HYMC still trending downwards on HYMC. It was down 2.11% for the day today. By the way, on GME, real quick here, let's just take a look at the volume real fast here. I want to see what day over day volume looks like. Look at that volume today. Excellent. Love it. Yesterday the volume was 13 million shares traded yesterday, and then today it was 24.6 million shares traded on GME. So the volume increasing, price increasing, those are very, very bullish looking indicators. I see strength on the Vortex indicator. The RSI is hot, which is okay. That happens, especially when there's forced buying going on. I like what I'm seeing. If I just want to look at the 1 hour Ichimoto and 4 hour real quickly on this. So on the 1 hour Ichimoto, price did test the baseline and dropped underneath it. Lagging lines getting very, very close to hitting price line. We could see a drop in GME price to go back down. It looks to me like there's kind of a wall here that the market's trying to target somewhere between like 28.46 to 29.80. So they may be trying to target that. However, we had day over day rising volume and rising price, which is amazing. That's good. This last end of the portion of the day drop in price cooled off the RSI on the 1 hour chart enough to consider another move up moving into tomorrow. If it does, it needs to go, this lagging line needs to stay above price line, and we need to see it back up above 32.12 before the end of the day is over tomorrow. On a 4 hour chart, there's nothing wrong with this. It looks good. Lagging line is above price line, conversion's above base, price is above conversion. There's just lots of multiple tests on the conversion line over and over and over here. Again, this sharp short-term price movement down cooled off the RSI quite a bit, bringing it down to 60.27, which is above average. There's more selling pressure than buying pressure right now, and we saw that when we were looking at the Fidelity orders, but I don't expect that to remain there every day. I think there will be some more holding and potentially even more buying coming in. There's still some potential movement here based on the numbers I'm seeing. Moving on, HYMC, I think we already talked about this one. Didn't we just talk about it? I feel like we talked about this. Still trending down. Yeah, we talked about it. NCMI, let's see here. Today was down 1.59%, trending down. Hood closed down 3.78% today. Was taking right off the market open. It was doing really well, and then just started tanking right around 10.16, and then finally started to stabilize a little bit around 14.26, but down 3.78% on somewhat large volume. AMC, we did have less volume today than we had previously. It closed down 1.23%. Inflow versus outflow today, there was more inflow than outflow by about 3.5 million dollars. And then on a 1 hour time interval, actually let's look at intervals first. On a 4 hour time interval, currently more selling pressure than buying pressure with an RSI of 61.89, which is above average. On a 1 hour time interval, we have more selling pressure than buying pressure with an RSI of 51.65, which is average. On a 30-minute time interval, more more buying pressure than selling pressure with an RSI of 48.83, which is pretty much average. And on a 5-minute time interval, more selling pressure than buying pressure with an RSI of 52.63, which is just slightly above average. Let's take a look at Ichimoto, because I'm pretty sure that I had told you guys we needed to see Ichimoto. We got lagging line hitting all over price line. Price has fallen below conversion and below base. Base was sitting yesterday at about 477. And I'm pretty sure I told you guys we needed to see, it looks like 480 might have been what I told you guys we needed to see for a close or better. And we hit 480 right on the dot. And it wasn't good enough because base continued to rise up by the end of the day today. So lagging lines hitting price line. This is going to start to look like a sell signal to short-term investors. And so we may see price fall a little bit here over the next couple days, and I'm expecting that. So I put that in the stream today. Day over day volume falling means we see a temporary cool down. I think this is going to be a temporary cool down where we see price probably dropping back down into the 460 range or lower. It could be even a retest of 462. Let me put in 501 for synthetic price failure real quick here, just so we can see what kind of price movement. 403. 403 is a synthetic price failure at this point, and I'm not expecting that anytime soon, but 403 would be where it would be at. So yeah, I think that there's a very strong chance that tomorrow we do see, once we hit this cloud here tomorrow, and we start to enter into the cloud, which is going to be, at the beginning portion of the day somewhere around 473, towards the end half of the day 478. Once we enter into that cloud at any given point, it's probably price is going to probably drop pretty quickly. You'll see I've got a double yellow line here, which is 2 Fibonacci retracements that are kind of finding support there. We'll probably come down and if we do drop below that level of 468, it's probably going to drop pretty quick and find support at 462. So be ready for that. I mean, it's gonna be a little shocking, right, to see like a 2 days in a row of nice price movement only to be foiled back down again. But I kind of see that as being more than likely the case because we have another round of upwards momentum coming in the beginning half of December. So the 4-hour time interval. Lagging line is above price line, conversion's above base, and price is right above conversion. I think I said, this is where I said that 474, 476 number is what we needed to close out or better, and we did, which is great. So for the 4-hour time interval, it still looks really bullish. There's nothing here bearish just yet. In fact, I think it's very normal to see the price usually test the conversion line at least once, and then rising up off that, and then falling back down below the second time, or retesting a second time. That's usually when price starts to fall down. We don't have a downwards momentum move showing up in terms of a cloud until 12/2. So if we get a sharp downwards momentum move and retest something like actually these double yellow lines at 468 and are able to stay above 468, I think there's a very strong chance that we just bounce off of 468 and continue to rise leading into the beginning portion of December. If we do fall below 468 or around that range, we'll see it probably continue to drop and fall down to that, maybe try to hit 450 by the end of the week. So we're Tuesday now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be right here. 450 would be right around the cloud. Yeah, it's possible. Not highly likely, but it is possible. So we'll have to look for that support at 468. And with that, I think that's all I got for you guys. Let me zoom back out. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? You guys ready? Hopefully you are. Let's see here. Audio Tits and Yuck are already sitting in the back of the big tramp. Let me head back over there. Audio Tits and Yucca, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good evening.
You guys ready?
Good night.
How you doing today?
Yo. Doing great. How are you?
Good. You guys all ready for Thanksgiving?
And there he is. Welcome, Yucca.
Hey, I was already back here. Yeah, we're ready. We're coming over to your house, Casey. I'm picking up Carl in 20 minutes.
You're picking up who in 20 minutes?
We're in, Carl J.
Oh, you're picking up Carl? Coral.
In 20 minutes. Carl J in the chat. I'm gonna go pick him up. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Then we're gonna head over to your house. By the time we get there, the turkey should be ready. And the obvious that people haven't noticed is that Thanksgiving falls on Hump Day this year. Isn't that crazy?
What falls on what day?
God,
I'm tired. I'm trying to read through the messages going on in here, and it's like it doesn't work for me.
Don't read over there. Don't read over there.
Yeah, okay. All right, well. But I've got people asking questions like UPS delivery guy. Thanksgiving falls on what?
On Hump Day.
Hump Day? No, it doesn't. It's always Thursday.
Yeah. Damn it all.
What the hell are you
You're
trying
not
to
that tired.
I am tired. I am tired. I probably would have fallen for that if I wasn't thinking. Yeah, no, it's Thursdays. Hate to break it to you.
These days, so. Well, all right. Go to sleep.
Oh, not yet.
You're tired.
I gotta let my brine finish first.
You're Brian? I thought you said Brian. You're Brian. You're doing
Brian. B-R-I-N-E. I think it's B-R-I-N-E.
Like Brian. You're doing your Brian?
Yeah, my brine. My curl. You ever watch Walking Dead?
No.
Oh,
I don't like those shows.
You don't like zombie movies or TV series?
I don't like zombie movies.
Why?
Because they're fake. Because they're fake.
Dude, you live in California. There was some dude that was like eating another guy out. Or maybe that was Florida. Never mind.
That's just a pervert eating out the fart box.
No. Not that guy. Like they were like eating their face.
Oh shit. Man, they're just that's insane. That's just issues in the mind of that individual. I don't like that. I've never seen Game of Thrones. The only thing that I would watch with Lord of the Rings, even though I know that's not real, but
Lord of the Rings is not real. Are you literally telling me that's not real?
That's not
you don't
real.
think that happened?
Nah,
it's not a documentary.
Mordor's not real.
No.
The all-seeing eye.
Smeagol's not real.
Where? I don't. This is what kills me, Yucca. You'll believe flat Earth is a possibility, but you go Mordor is not a thing. How does that happen?
I guess maybe I.
How do you live in that world?
I don't travel.
Led Zeppelin even wrote about them.
The furthest I've gone is to Florida.
I'm just saying,
that's the furthest I've gone. I've never traveled like to Ireland or like places where you might find hobbits out there. You know.
I mean, you don't even like consider the idea that there's a ring out there that can make you invisible.
A ring?
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, the Lord of the Rings. I think they're talking about Saturn. That's what they're talking about.
I can't help myself out of your tits. It's like Danny. He infected me with the huh. It's very contagious. Huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, do you talk to your employees, to your coworkers, just how you talk to us?
I don't know. No.
Oh man, they're not family.
Well, no, it's well, actually, yeah, that's part of it. But the other part of it is that I'm not the same in real life. Like I'm in real life.
What are you? Are
I'm
you
not
Are
like
you
I'm
AI?
not out. I'm not. I am. I am. Out, I think Melissa would disagree. Melissa would say that I am outgoing, but I'm like I find it
Inverted.
very hard to communicate in groups of
Oh
people.
man.
Yeah.
Well, you fuck. The whole world's watching you and listening
So
to you right now.
no,
So
no, no, no. That's highly
it's a
unlikely.
64, 61 now. Well, hey, what's up, Tech?
It's
Hey,
Tech
good
here.
night.
Hey, what's up, Dick?
Tech, how's it going, man?
Yeah. Oh, good.
You sound
I got
sick.
family over. No, I just I've been in the pool a couple of days. So.
You did
Oh,
pool?
yeah, because I've been teaching swim lessons,
Dude, that's
and
awesome.
my
Oh,
yeah
bird.
my voice gets stressed because I teach
Oh yeah,
like
that
10
chlorine will
and
get
12
you.
year olds. You know.
Yep, yep.
Do you have
Oh,
to be
yeah.
certified?
Hmm.
Do you need to be certified to do that?
Uh, I was certified in the past, and I've done a lot of stuff like that. But like my place is pretty low key.
Oh, okay. Then you just, man, all right. Be
Like the
careful.
standard.
Make sure you have cameras everywhere. These, you know, you want to get blamed for something, man. Fucking kids are crazy these days.
I'll get blamed for something probably, but no, I haven't. I've done it for like 20 years, and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for I think that's like one of the worst things ever. I lived in I lived in Arizona for quite a while, and I think it was Arizona that had all these like they came up with these laws for like fences around pools for everybody. Like even if you had a pool, like that was outside of the time frame that was built earlier before the law was created to have fences around the pools. Like if you wanted to sell your house, you had to put a fence in. And so they were really getting strict on fences for pools because there were so many kid drownings every year, and I like it was just beyond me because I know they can teach even infants to learn how to swim, and so it just made me always very very sad to hear about these these drowning cases of children. It was just like it was awful. I was like, what a terrible. I can't even imagine being a parent that would have something like that happen to them. So that's one of the reasons why I made sure that Bradley and Hunter got swimming lessons very very early on in life because I was like, I just wouldn't. I would have just been devastated if something bad happened like that to them. So thank you for doing that for kids, man. Teaching kids how to swim
Yeah,
is
that is
very
awesome.
very important. It's so surprising how many kids don't know how to swim. It's so surprising.
I learned how to swim in high school.
It's great, right? Like I think every school should force kids in high school at least to learn how to swim. More people need to know how to swim. I think it's sad that people just don't know how to swim. If you don't know
Now,
how to swim and
why?
you're listening, you need to go take a class on learning how to swim. It's like a mandatory thing you should do in life. You should know how to swim. Like I can't even fathom not knowing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. The oldest person I've taught was like 75.
Well, unless you're disabled, then you don't have to follow that rule.
What rule?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because
It's never too
if
late
you
to learn.
can't, well, can disabled people?
Well, I was helping a guy. I was helping a guy who had polio, and he was like 75.
Yeah, like
So he had like
with-
he had a a disabled arm.
no, about disabled legs. Can they still just float like with their hands? Like,
Well, I mean,
You know what?
the lower body fat you have, the harder it is to learn. But yeah,
Every good swimming teacher will tell you water makes you do what? Tech, answer it. What does
float.
water make you do? Oh, you're a good. Come on. You know what water makes you do?
I'm telling
It makes you
I had
float.
kids.
It makes you float.
No, I don't know.
Water makes you
I had a
float.
kid who was in gymnastics. She went right to the bottom.
But then don't you come back up after that?
She was in, it was like 4 feet of water. But I mean, she had so much muscle, like she
Yeah.
just sunk to the bottom. She didn't float at all.
After, yeah, you do come back up after you're
You should
dead.
tell
But yeah,
all
that's a little
kids
too late.
water makes you float.
Uh,
I mean, that's what Pennywise says. We all float down here.
Now.
I can tell you the kids who have some extra body fat, they learn swimming lessons the fastest.
Water displacement.
You know, so they just have like a little extra, not too much, right? Just a little extra, they'll pass lessons faster.
Hmm.
They have a cheat code.
You're right.
And then once they pass all their lessons, you get them to lose the weight.
I never found that swimming was a great weight loss activity.
Oh, Casey,
Unfortunately,
see, it is a good weight loss.
it's
like
not
when
as
you're on
good
a
as
team.
cycling or running. But I mean, I'm not saying you can't lose fat swimming. I'm just saying that it's not like it's so much easier cycling or running than it is swimming.
Yeah, no, swimming. It's easier if you're like okay, my brother did it right, but if you're on a team, like I lost 40 pounds. I lost 40 pounds in high school in 2-3 months, just from swimming.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if you would have joined cross country, you would have lost way more than 40. Promise.
Oh, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about it.
Or if you'd have turned into Lance Armstrong when you were in high school, you probably would have lost way more than 40. So.
And it's crazy.
just-
I ate whatever I wanted to. So
Yeah. When you're young like that, and
I
you're
wasn't
doing
even
those
trying to
kind of
lose
acts-
weight.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to lose weight. Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it just melts right off you. that high metabolism is great when you're young.
Don't do it, Danny. Don't do it. Did you get your first paycheck yet?
Oh, I've gotten I've had a first paycheck from both jobs now. Yep.
Nice. All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. And I did my first
That's
10-hour shift at the hospital on Monday, yesterday.
How was that?
I was so beat. I thought, what's 2 more hours? 8 hours? I mean, because I was doing 8 hours Monday through Friday, and I was like, what's 2 more hours? You know, it's not that big a deal.
It's
It was a big
eternity.
deal. I would need to drink more water.
Do you have to do 12 or are you stopping at 10?
No, 10. I do 4 10s a week, but yeah, I definitely need to drink more water.
Yeah, at only 12 hours.
Danny says, Casey, I don't know about that cross country. So we're debating what melts the fat faster, not what's harder on your body. So I'm not going to disagree with you. I think swimming can be really harmful on the rotator cuff. I have crunchy shoulders now, and I've been a swimmer most of my life. So there is that. It just doesn't hurt other things as much, like your knees or your ankles or your plantar fasciitis, whatever the hell that is. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I promise you that you can burn more calories doing cycling or running faster than you can swimming.
Cycling's probably easier on your body, right?
Yeah, I think cycling. Well, it depends. It really depends.
Well, if you stationary bike versus,
I mean, cycling can be really hard on your body, but it's it just depends on how. It depends on to what degree you're pushing yourself, I guess, is what I should say.
like your kneecaps or your back or what?
A lot of things. There's a
Okay,
lot of
everywhere,
things, yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing 6, well, you don't have to do 6. Let's say you're in the saddle for. I mean, you can get saddle sores just from sitting in a saddle too long. So
Posture's a big deal on bike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
very big deal.
I had to say, one stroke that's not worth ever really doing is butterfly's not worth doing it.
Oh, butterfly is the worst. Oh, it's so hard on your body.
I hate it.
Yeah, people have gone. You know, they go into doctors' offices for
Yeah.
butterfly injuries. Yeah.
Yep.
Whack your head too.
You know what my favorite stroke is?
The one arm.
Which one is that? Now what?
It is definitely the backstroke. I'm teasing.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that is not.
Oh, Casey, I made up a stroke. I don't know if anybody's ever made it up, but
It's called
basically it's like,
Which one's that? Up, down, left, right?
no, you do the dolphin kick
Mhm.
and you do the breaststroke. You do the breaststroke arms.
Mm.
Oh, actually, nerd. Sorry, nerd. Okay, scrap that. I hadn't done it in a while, so I messed up. What you do is, so it's a two-handed doggy paddle. So you move like your hands up and down like a you know what I mean, two at a
Okay.
time, like a bunny rabbit,
Okay.
and you splash the water down, and then you do dolphin kick where your feet come up out of the water behind you, and it's like I call it like the manatee. I don't know why, because it's like a big whale. You're making splashes with your arms and your legs, and you move. It's just really funny to watch.
You sound like you're describing somebody who's trying to fight to stay above water. That doesn't sound like it's gonna go very fast. But did you know
No,
that
it was very very.
Did you know that
Waste a lot of energy.
freestyle is actually her had originally started out as like you could do, that was like whatever you wanted. It wasn't just
Yeah.
what we think of as freestyle wasn't really freestyle in the past.
Yeah, until they found out that front crawl was the fastest.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people's, the best people, like some of their breaststrokes are better than other people's front crawls, but like front crawl's the fastest. That's why it's
You
like.
can say that again.
Yeah. Oh, I swam at at a state pool. That's the best I've swam at. The colder the pool, the crazier the energy. Like you jump into like the U of M, and it's, I don't know, it's just it's hard to describe it.
I know I learned from playing water polo when I was younger that you never just
That was fun, yeah.
slowly dip into a pool. Like you just got to dive in. If it's a cold pool, just go for it. Don't try to wade yourself in. It'll never work.
Yeah, on the team we used to play water polo, and that was the best thing about swimming.
Mhm. Yeah, I hated the
And I would always get.
Yeah,
I always get pissed off at the coach that didn't let us play water polo. I was like, "Come on."
yeah, screw laps. I'm down for throwing balls.
water polo. We're supposed to be nice to each other, but we actually like dunk each other and stuff. So it was fun.
Let's ask.
Yeah, we used to ride our horses through the pond when we were young, and we called that water polo.
It kind of is. If you had like those huge long croquet hammers and a ball in the pool, it would have been polo. Water. Let's find out from Bobblehead Ross what his favorite stroke is. Bobblehead Ross, what's your favorite stroke?
Now then, let's wash the old brush. That's the fun part of this whole technique. Okay, shake off the excess
Can't hear you.
and just beat the devil out of it.
You couldn't
You
hear
say-
that?
He's a
The stream
pervert.
could hear it, but we couldn't.
He likes the beat the devil out of it stroke.
Ooh, I knew it. Yep, that's the one.
That works.
That's what my stroke looked like.
Oh, you beat it,
I can
huh?
imagine
You
that.
beat it.
Yeah. Good old strokes. Well, Danny's here now. We can go.
On that note,
I feel I never videotaped it. I always wanted to. I videotape my stroke and put it out there.
whoa.
That's called OnlyFans.
uh,
You can do it, and you can do it. You too.
Nice.
Danny says, Casey, how do we end up making every subject rated X? Well, when you have a childish mind and you came from the 90s and Beavis and Butthead were your idols, everything.
Bunch of seventh graders.
Yep, bunch of seventh graders in sex ed class. Anything can be.
Yeah,
a
I've
sex
heard
joke.
that. That's what I've heard.
What did
Everything
you
is sexual.
hear?
That how are the nurses? I heard nurses are pretty bad.
I'm not gonna say anything. I still work there.
Can't say anything.
And because I've
Oh,
met nurses that are pretty kinky, you know, like I don't know if it's because they see so much. They're just that's all. We're not gonna say much. That's it.
I stroke my pickle.
There it is.
There he is.
That would be censored content. Censored content. How you doing?
That's
Yeah,
right.
sorry I'm late. I mean,
Welcome, sir.
did you say anything smart tonight? Like, should I
No.
go back and watch the video or just
No,
go on from here?
there's really nothing smart said ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, perfect timing.
Smart is
Damn
like
it all.
that's too hard. Was there any news today, guys? Did anything happen? What did I miss out on?
Not really. There's nothing. I mean,
Nothing at all.
no, there's no, man. There's just like dead. I mean, except for a little run up a little bit here and there, but no.
The only news I knew is that like we had a really good Monday for box office.
Oh, please do tell.
Yeah, tell us.
Let's see. It was let's see. Go.
Wicked did 15 million on Monday, and I think it was around 17 something.
Yeah, top
Only
10
15?
gross was. Yeah, top 10 gross was 26 million.
On a Monday.
On a Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh, okay.
Pre-think. It was like a good day for a pre-Thanksgiving weekend.
To put it into context, Wolverine and Deadpool on their first Monday did like 24 million, and Wicked did 15. So,
Right up there.
but the Deadpool weekend was a long weekend, and Monday was off.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
MicroStrategy Incorporated drove market conversations around a Bitcoin treasury whereby companies. So somebody's suggesting that GameStop and AMC might follow MicroStrategy's rumble into Bitcoin, which I really hope they don't.
Holy shit.
Cinemark had about 2.5 million volume today, and 5 million volume in after hours. For a total of 8 million. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of volume today. On a red day. Maybe they're getting some sell-offs. So, Danny, what's your excuse for not being in here?
I'm with the family. The same excuse as usual.
As soon as he shows up, guys, I'm leaving. Oh, hey, Danny. Bye. Is he here? Oh.
I tried with my lessons. I tried to do the hype train for movies. I'm like, what movies are you guys seeing?
That's cool.
Yeah, well, it's small talk for little kids, Like, are you seeing Moana? What are you seeing? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what they're saying?
No.
That's what they're interested in?
Well, no, I mean, I asked what they're talking about in the past. Like, people said they saw, what was it? They liked the Wild Robot. I was just getting people talking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Danny must be here.
Play. There's Danny. Now why?
Well,
Okay, so
would
you
you
know what you
look
can-
at that? It's time for me to go.
You son of a. You son
And
of a.
Casey's out.
What's up, everybody?
What the hell, man?
Hey, Danny.
What? What the hell? My kid was
Huh.
getting ready for bed.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah, right.
Huh.
Your kid.
Huh.
Huh.
Yucca likes to stroke manatees. Huh. Wait a second.
No, I was choking his chicken. Remember, I brine mine and he chokes his.
I like that that new stroke, the manatee. That's a good one. The doggy paddle with the dolphin tail.
Yeah, it's fun. It's my favorite stroke. Yeah.
Yeah, my son was in the swimming lessons over the summer.
Mhm.
It's good stuff, man. Yeah, you gotta, especially if you have kids, man. They have to learn how to swim.
Yeah, interesting thing. I teach a private, and he's got special needs, and they have him do lessons with me because it's good to like do. It's basically like a swim team a little bit. He's already passed all the levels, but swimming changes his breathing pattern so that he breathes better when he's at home.
Okay.
So, that was an interesting thing to
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, I went back on your stream even though you said you didn't say anything interesting.
Oh.
And I noticed that you got institutional shares at 143 million.
Yeah, it was up by like 10 million or so.
Yeah, it's 156 million as of today.
Yeah, it was up quite a bit. Not a bad move.
16 million extra filed today.
So we're looking at. I'm guessing we're looking at. Well, what I had said earlier was 41.6% ownership right now by institutions, which was kind of like hitting 40% was the magic number that I wanted to see, because once they hit 40% ownership, then that means that there's going to be some significant players who are going to be helping support price movement. So that's good. It's good to see us back up above 40%. It means that those institutions believe in the price moves. Hey, Danny.
What's up?
Tell Luke I've got a joke for him.
Hey, Casey. Luke, Casey has a joke for you.
You
I
ready,
only got
Luke?
one too.
He said, "Oh no,
What-
it's Casey, not yet."
What is a vampire's favorite holiday?
What is a vampire's favorite holiday?
I know he's gonna crit me. I know he's gonna.
What's a vampire?
What's a vampire's
Okay.
favorite holiday?
What? Vampire
Thanksgiving.
weekend? Thanks.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. That thing get a laugh. He got a smile. He smiled.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta do my own. Nobody's gonna sit here and do the thing for me. Hold on here.
Wait, was that Chester? Hold on.
Okay, and then now Yucca's got one.
Okay, I got one. Why?
Hey, Luke.
Why do pimps enjoy Christmas?
Why do pimps?
Come
Oh no.
Why do pimps enjoy Christmas so much?
Why?
Because they can freely go around saying ho, 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 ho. I just
Oh
made that
no.
up. It was horrible.
Is that how they go?
They go freely. They ho, 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 ho. Without anybody slapping them.
My goodness.
Yeah, I just made that up on the
My
fly.
goodness. Yep.
Are you on Figueroa Street?
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. He spends way too much time near Figueroa.
Not at all, man.
Well, guys, I think my brine is cool. It's time to go dunk my turkey.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna drown my meat.
Teach us to swim.
Good one. Hey, Luke said he has a joke.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
hear
go.
it, Luke.
Say it loud.
Okay. Okay. Who? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Who are the famous creators of?
What? This,
Wait, what?
What?
What? I
Who's?
missed it.
What did he say? We
he said
missed it.
who's a famous creator of these jokes? These
Who?
nuts. He said who?
It's okay.
I think it's past his bedtime.
It's these nuts.
It's a joke. Facts.
This is the coolest thing that
A
has
joke.
ever happened.
Sorry, guys.
Oh dear.
Wah,
You got to work
wah.
on that. Okay, Danny, come on.
His delivery is just like
It's been a while, guys. It's been
Yeah,
a
he's
while.
like his dad.
comedian. Yeah, just like Howie Mandel. Okay. Listen,
Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right.
That's a live stream.
Oh, no.
It is. It is a live stream. It's here forever. Forever. Everybody will see it. Everybody will hear that joke forever. You'll be known as the D's Luke.
Not today, though. Hey, we saw Moana 2 today.
Oh,
Really?
how was it?
It was the most boring movie ever.
Your dad?
No,
I-
really?
I got up. My son fell asleep towards like the middle to the end, and then I got up and I went into Gladiator 2 and I started watching that.
What? You left him there?
I left
Probably
him.
left-
I said I have to go to the bathroom. I didn't come back.
Wow.
Who was
By the
with
way,
him?
I didn't know Denzel was in Gladiator 2. I
Yeah,
had no clue.
he's there.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke.
No, I am the father.
So, Danny, it's okay.
You got-
We all know what movie you really walked into and watched, and we know it was not Gladiator 2. It was Wicked.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
No.
I'm
come
so
on.
Yeah.
pumped. I'm so pumped for Wicked.
I bet if I started singing a song, you would probably like like you probably could like finish it.
Yeah. Damn it! How'd you know? There you go. Wicked.
I knew it.
I saw Gladiator too. I liked it.
It's because there was no
Yeah.
seats left. All right,
But,
guys.
Yeah, Wicked is my.
Ariana, I don't know. I
Ariana,
don't-
what?
I don't want to see that movie, The Wicked. I mean, not my thing.
I like musicals.
Have you seen Wicked the musical before the movie?
I have.
No, because
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of musicals though. So
Okay, let's end this thing.
just
Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
all right, guys. I'm out. I will see you all
Hi,
later.
Ricky. You have a good one, sir.
You too. You guys stay
All
great.
right.
Are you,
Love you,
gonna-
man. Good
are
to
you
see you.
tomorrow? Are you gonna be
See you,
here
Casey.
tomorrow, or are you gonna take time off? What do you,
I'm
what,
gonna
should we
try.
Watch out.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, watch out for stream. Yep.
All right. If anything, we got. We understand. You're fucking tired.
Someone was asking in the stream like what are the new hours, or like
No,
is it just
third-
whenever you
When
get
I
on?
can. When I can.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You
if we
never
don't
know what you're gonna
talk,
get. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. I like this. I like this.
Happy
Mhm.
Halloween. Happy
Right.
Easter. Happy Thanksgiving. Take care.
Everything but what we're about to have. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yep. Take care, guys.
Chat.
Bye, guys.
Well, unfortunately, guys, it is that time of the night, and all good things must eventually come to an end. Eat, sleep, drink, get plenty of rest. Tomorrow's another trading day. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. Take your pets out for a walk because they like getting outdoors too. And for crying out loud, go see an AMC movie because after all, that's what we're here to do is help support AMC. But above all else, don't have a good night. Have a great one.
When the night's getting cold, you're needing a shoulder. Puff out your chest and be a little bolder. All we do is we buy and hold. There will be shills who wanna steal your thrills. There will be friends who hold till the end. There will be doubt, fear and cloud, but it's all in your head. Those hedges are dead. Panic and fear really are near, but it's not ours to own. We have shown that all we do is buy and hold. Oh, there will be shills who wanna steal your thrills, and there will be friends who hold till the end, and there will be doubt, fear and cloud, but it's all in your head. Those hedges are dead. So when the night's getting colder, you're needing that shoulder. These apes got your back. We got each other. All we do is we buy